What is going on, guys? It is RJFL Sports here, and today we're back with another video. As promised, we have a keys to victory as the Browns take on the 49ers on Monday Night Football. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and especially if you're a Browns fan, turn on those post notifications. You guys know the drill, and we're going to try to keep this video short as possible, so let's go ahead and get right into it. The first key to victory for the Browns is limiting zone runs, play action passes, and George Kittle, especially over the middle of the field. Kyle Shanahan is an offensive guru who runs his famous Shanahan hybrid West Coast offense, deeply involving his running backs and tight ends as well as the X receiver. The Niners have a loaded backfield with Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert, possibly Tevin Coleman if he comes back and plays in this game, and the best fullback in the league in Kyle Juszczyk. We've noticed this year that the Niners have continuously used the run game through zone runs and counters to go ahead and set up the defensive nightmare of this offense, the play-action pass. The primary read on most of these passes is the 6'4" monster known as George Kittle, who, by the way, just happened to lead the lead in yards after catch last year as a tight end, and also has the highest grade so far this season by any player on Pro Football Focus with a grade of 92.8. Kittle's game is maximized by the Shanahan offense, as well as taking the Shanahan offense to a new level. It is important the Browns contain Kittle and always have an eye on him pretty much throughout the game. We must expect big gains from Joe Schober, Demarius Randall, and Morgan Burnett / Jermaine Whitehead, whoever is playing. Take away Kittle and the 49ers become one-dimensional on offense. Yes, they do have other players like Marquise Goodwin and Deebo Samuel, Dante Pettis, but take away their big main option in Kittle, and they will become one-dimensional. The defensive line can step up and stop these zone runs, pressure Jimmy G and the Niners into turnovers. That will be huge. Expect big games from Myles Garrett and Olivier Vernon to shut down the run and force turnovers if the Browns are going to go ahead and win. Now our second key to victory is to utilize depth in the passing game, including running backs and tight ends, to open up the run game. If receiver Rashard Higgins plays, the Browns receiving core will be at full strength for the first time all year, as Jarvis Landry has just cleared concussion protocol and Antonio Callaway has returned from suspension. Get the ball in the playmakers' hands. Get Odell and Landry the ball in open space. Utilize RPOs. Utilize Callaway's speed and Higgins' consistency. Kill the Niners' defense with depth on the field. Get Ricky Seals-Jones involved at tight end, or whoever's playing tight end, whether it be Pharaoh Brown or Demetrius Harris. Use Dontrell Hilliard and Nick Chubb on simple screen passes, or just on one-on-one mismatches on the outside with linebackers. It's simple. The Browns have so many weapons on offense, just utilize them. Solid play by Baker Mayfield and creative play calling by Freddie Kitchens should put the Browns in a great situation because of all the weapons Baker Mayfield has around him. The Niners are a top 5 team against the run this year, however, so it is important to open up the run game with the passing game for Nick Chubb. If Nick Chubb gets going, there is no stopping this Browns team, as we saw when Chubb got going against the Ravens. The final key to victory, the third and final, is going to directly have to deal with the second key. And without the third key, the second key is kind of, I don't say useless, but it's not as good. And that is solid play from the offensive line, in particular, the tackles. The Browns' offensive line stepped up big last week, only allowing 1 sack against the Baltimore Ravens. The Browns' interior line this season has played very solid, especially J.C. Treader, the center, he's balled out. Left guard Joe Bitonio's balled out as well, and he made his way onto the quarter-season team for Pro Football Focus. Right guard Eric Kush has played fairly good so far. As for the tackles, not so much. Greg Robinson has been okay at times, and Chris Hubbard, well, he's looked questionable and probably is the weakest link on this offense. The Niners do have a very, very, very solid pass rush, as they have D Ford, Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, and you can just go on and on. Add in Fred Warner and Kawan Alexander on the run, and the Niners have a very solid front seven that could easily disrupt our key to victory in 2. We've seen the Niners stop Joe Mixon, James Conner, Peyton Barber, and who are all pretty decent. Nick Chubb is a step beyond them. He's a monster, but does need to count on help from his offensive line. And also, if the offensive line wants to open up holes that you could drive a tractor through and not even blind Trent Richardson would miss, that would also be nice too. Those are our keys to victory. I do see the Browns winning this game 24-20, somewhere around there. I am heavily biased, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Comment Chubblegum down in the comments for a shout out. Tell me your score predictions for this game. And this is RZFL Sports signing off. Bye guys.